This video is about the NHL Four Nations tournament, and I was upset watching it. Before the game, all the announcers were trying to say like, Finland punches above their waist. Like, this is going to be a good game. Don't count out the Finns. The underdog Finland team are going to come out blazing. They're going to do great. And then they lose 6-1. Finland couldn't even get a 4-goal spread. That's how bad this was. This is not like a tournament that people are going to want to see. They don't want to see Finland just losing. Who's going to go to the game when they know that Finland's going to lose? It's going to be no interest in the games. But the thing that is really starting to come out and people are starting to see is that, why are the Russians not playing in this? Or why even have the tournament if you can't have the Russians? You have all these great players and it's like they're not even in the All-Star game because of the nationality that they're from. They're here in the United States playing hockey every single day for the entire season for all these years. They're already in the country and you can't have them play in this international hockey tournament. I understand there are rules and such, but then just don't have this tournament. Look at how sad Panarin is. It's pretty sad. He's probably sitting there with a teddy bear moping. And then you have the best player in the world, Ovechkin. He's about to beat Wayne Gretzky for most goals ever. He's a superstar. He's having a great season, even though a lot of his goals are empty netters. And you're not having him in the tournament either. Like, these are some of the best players in the world, and they're excluded from the tournament. So instead of excluding these people from playing, why not have just had a regular All-Star game? It makes no sense. So, and Panarin is a player that would be on the Russian team. Kucherov. These players have all won the Stanley Cups, have all been to the White House for celebrating their Stanley Cup. American fans have Kucherov jerseys. So why not just have, next time you do this, because you're not going to do it now, you have Scandinavia. If you add Scandinavia, you have 4 great teams. Scandinavia is Finland, Sweden, and Norway. And then you have Russia, and then you have Canada, and then you have the United States. That gives you 4 viable teams which could all win, create exciting hockey. Because why are these guys going to this tournament anyway if it's not legit? They're risking injury. You're having them play full games right in the middle of the NHL season. What if somebody gets injured and it's not even like a real tournament because you have 2 teams? Sweden could win, but Finland's not going to win. So Finland is just a terrible game for them last night. They're not going to pull an upset. New York Times, Sports Illustrated, they limps in as heavy underdogs. They have like 2 players or 3 players we even know who they are. Most of the players we've never heard of. Do they have Barkov, or is he on the American team? So Russia's Four Nations roster would have been awesome. They would have had a great team. And even in the middle of the Cold War, you had the Russian national team, which came to the United States and played the Flyers, like in the 1970s. So I don't understand why we're more strict now than we were during the Cold War. And we look back at the Cold War today and we say that, the Cuban Missile Crisis, like it was an existential threat. People were building bomb shelters. But now, because of a war that could have been avoided, it should have been avoided. And that's why I had the clip before from 2022. Diplomacy should have found a way out. And this whole thing has been a mistake. The Russian-Ukraine war.